Today on CTV, ACT Prep's announcement and vending machine, all on this edition of CTV. April often means testing for students hoping to go to college. That includes taking the ACT. CTV's Alexis Elliott tells us about one way some students prepare for the test.
The ACT is a test you have to take to go to most colleges here in the Midwest.
It's a measuring stick that most universities look at as one of their primary acceptance subjects. And so generally the better you can do on the ACT, the better off you're going to be if you're heading to college. So in that case, I would say it's very important.
ACT is incredibly important, especially now that all juniors have to take it for the state of Missouri. It's also important for those who want to go on to college. They have to get certain scores to be able to even get into a college, and then there's lots of scholarships that are available if you get pretty decent or up to high scores.
Chrisman offers the ACT prep class to give juniors and seniors a taste of what the test will look like. Mr. Carr covers English and reading, and Mr. Moreland covers math and science.
To help the kids prepare, we give them lots of practice tests over and over and over, because just like any sport, you need to practice to get good. And then in the math, at least, and in the English, we can cover a little bit of content to also help them fill in some gaps that they may have forgotten along the way.
What do students think of the class?
I think the ACT prep class is important because it can help you practice like how to do it and stuff like that.
Pretty important because the score gets me into college.
Well, you kind of need a high score to get in college, and I kind of want to be a nurse. You need that to get in a good college, so pretty important.
I think I'm very well prepared now that I know what to do. My only weakness is math now, but it's okay. I'm going to kill it.
Students who aren't in ACT prep can get help from online resources.
The ACT student website offers tons of practice tests, practice questions. So that's certainly the best way to go. Is the more official material you can work with, the more prepared you're going to be. Also, though, find out what the test involves. Again, check out the ACT student website. Make sure you're clear on what the test involves, what types of readings you're going to be doing, how much time you're going to be spending on them. And then one general suggestion always is read. Just read as much as you can. That'll prepare you for almost anything academically.
The school will hold the ACT for all juniors during the day on April 19th. For Barry Baker and Joe Guthrie, I'm Alexis Elliott reporting for CTV.
The STEM Academy needs your help to win $10,000. The Academy is a finalist in a competition put on by 4 Next Generation Learning. We tweeted out link to where you can vote from the WC broadcast account. Voting ends Tuesday. You can vote once per day. Congratulations to the FBI robotic team for advancing to Worlds for the 3rd year in a row. We ranked in the 29th out of 53 teams, but was selected 2nd ranked alliance made up of Kansas City and Lee Summit. Congratulations, guys. Project Grad tickets are now on sale April 26th and 27th, as well as May 3rd and 4th. During lunch, tickets are $10 for seniors and $15 for guests. Coming up, we take a look at clubs and calories. Be sure to stay tuned.
I choose not to smoke because I want to be a good role model. I choose not to smoke because I want to be a nurse and I know the harmful consequences of smoking.
I choose not to smoke because 443,000 people die from smoking each year.
I choose not to smoke so I can live a healthy life. I choose not to smoke because I want to continue my sports career.
I choose not to smoke because it ruins your lungs.
I choose not to smoke because it decreases the oxygen flow to your brain.
I choose not to smoke because I play on 3 sports teams and smoking would ruin my chances with all of it.
We choose not to smoke because we are athletes.
Remember, no smoking, chewing, sniffing, possessing, or any other use of tobacco materials, products, or substances appearing to be tobacco products. Examples: cigarettes, vapor pens, or alternative smoke devices.
smoke.
1, 2, 3, bed!
April 11th, the French exchange students will be hosting an event at Buffalo Wild Wings. Be sure to mention that you're with the exchange. Join us at Olive Garden and use hashtag Spirit Night and tweet at Olive Garden for a chance to win prizes. Be sure to donate to the Midwest Foster Care Donation. Bring new or generally used items such as t-shirts, shorts, swimwear, sunblock, and flip-flops. Drop-off bins to be in the library now through May 6th and will be collected once a week. For many students, high school can be a difficult place to fit in. CTV Mallory Thompson tells us about one club giving teens a special place to feel comfortable.
The Gay Straight Alliance started out as the brainchild of Mrs. Burleson.
We had a student here who was a young man who got bullied for being gay. This was several years ago, and he tried to commit suicide, and so it was very important to me that we start a club where everyone feels accepted and protected.
Mrs. Burleson says that it's important and that students know that they belong.
I think every kid at William Chrisman is very important, and they need to get involved, and it gives a chance for every kid to get involved.
Members say the GSA gives them a place so they can feel like they can simply be themselves.
You can be unique and everybody accepts you the way that you are, and there's no judging and there's no hate, and you can just be you.
Mrs. Burleson says as in the future she hopes to expand the GSA's reach beyond the walls of Chrisman.
There's several laws that we need to try to get to not pass. The Religious Freedom Act might be one that we might be interested in writing some letters about. So I'd like to get involved more politically with the kids.
But members say they simply hope GSA will inspire a bigger change in Chrisman as a whole.
If the school kind of was more open about it and we had a lot less bullying and a lot less of everything else and a lot less hate with that stuff, then I think that it might help and the school could kind of grow on it and accept everybody else, and I think we would just be a better community kind of that way.
For Kaylee Heisel, this is Mallory Thompson reporting for CTV.
Forget 7-Eleven. We students can now get energy drinks right here at school. CTV John Mars tells us how we received that new vending machine.
Out with the old, in with the new. The new vending machines by the cafeteria arrived earlier this semester. The reason for the change is pretty simple.
We got new vending machines from Pepsi Cola because the old ones kept jamming, and they've been here forever and they could not keep them clean and filled properly. So they asked us if they could put in the new ones with the energy drinks, and of course we said yes.
Miss Jeanette says she hopes the new vending machines will bring in more money for the school.
The Pepsi Cola guy, again, he suggested that we put the energy drinks in because he knows they're very popular with the students. And my hopes were that they could buy the energy drinks here at school instead of stopping on their way, at 7-Eleven or Quick Trip and then being late to school. And of course, then all the proceeds to the purchase of those drinks stay right here at our school.
Now, if you're wondering why we didn't get a regular vending machine with regular soda like Pepsi, Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, you can thank the federal government for that. Because since 2014, all Missouri schools are only allowed to carry diet beverages or drinks like these. Regardless, the students seem to enjoy the new drinks.
I've had the Mountain Dew Kickstarts, a couple of them, and they're pretty good. They go nice with some chips.
I actually tried that new pomegranate blueberry or something like that, and it was actually good, and I don't really drink soda.
The drinks cost $1.25 a pop. For Darius Stone, I'm John Mars III for CTV.
Well, that's it for this week's CTV. I'm Joe Guthrie, signing out.